the government has said that we are going to issue weapons to each candidate. I mean, can you imagine a democratic situation where a candidate is going to be issued weapons, and so when you're doing your election campaign, you will take out your weapon and shoot? I mean, this is such an unreal situation that it is completely untenable. And I would say that any country, any institution abroad that thinks that they should support this kind of situation, I think it is so undemocratic that then the whole meaning of democracy falls. So I think we have to get global support for this situation, that the elections in Bangladesh cannot be exclusive. They cannot be to prevent people from participating. They have to allow all political parties to participate. Well, we do know that the actually regime change operation was supported by external powers, by the Western powers, but it was done through Pakistan. The regime now in Bangladesh, the situation in Bangladesh is one of extreme intimidation. The media has been completely controlled by the Yunus regime, and they have taken over media houses, they've taken over the boardrooms. Any journalist, liberal-minded journalist, Awami League friendly journalist, or any sensible person, they have been arrested. They first of all been dismissed from the job, then they've been arrested and put in jail. They're in jail for more than a year with no trial, no charges, nothing. So this regime, this has to be called out. I mean, this kind of attack on the democratic situation in Bangladesh is something that is so blatant. And to see that the West is, and the media, the Western media also is keeping completely quiet on it, is something that makes everything seem unreal. You talk about democracy in one voice, and then when it is being violated, you don't want to say anything. It is India who is calling out the situation properly and saying that the only answer is to have free, fair, inclusive and credible elections. And if you do that, let the people of Bangladesh express their choice. Let them vote for anybody. We are not saying that they should vote for anybody, this party or that party. If they are allowed to vote freely and a democratic government is elected, India is prepared to do business with that democrat. Because if a democratic government is elected reflecting the will of the people, then it will be a stable government. Then they will do what the people want. They will have to do it because that is why they've been elected. And that is why we always say that if you have free, fair and inclusive elections, any government which comes, we are quite happy with that. So this is the point that we are making again and again and again, that this present situation is untenable. There will be more instability. There will be more insecurity. The violence will continue. I think Sheikh Hasina herself has made many statements. Her son has given interviews also, saying that this kind of election cannot take place. They are saying, Awami League is saying that these elections cannot be allowed to take place, because they will be, causing further instability and further, unrest among the people of Bangladesh. Because when they were having the election campaign and a NCP leader was shot, then our High Commissioner, as I said, was called and blamed. This is completely wrong. And then on the basis of that, you're whipping up the anti-Indian frenzy. So naturally, yesterday, our government, quite correctly, summoned the High Commissioner of Bangladesh and told him that this is completely wrong. You're violating all international conventions. You're not respecting, the security and stability that is needed for a functioning diplomatic entity like the High Commissioner of India, the High Commissioner and all the other staff. And we again said that we must have free, fair and inclusive elections. This has to be what India will continue to say, we have to ensure that the elections are free, fair, inclusive and credible, because without that, the elections will not be allowed. The people will not allow it. There will be continuing instability, continuing unrest. People will go on getting shot. In fact, some people, in Bangladesh, you will not believe this. Some candidates have withdrawn from the BNP. They have withdrawn their candidature, saying there's too much insecurity. B, the government has said that we are going to issue weapons to each candidate. I mean, can you imagine a democratic situation where a candidate is going to be issued weapons, and so when you're doing your election campaign, you will take out your weapon and shoot? I mean, this is such an unreal situation that it is completely untenable. And I would say that any country, any institution abroad that thinks that they should support this kind of situation, I think it is so undemocratic that then the whole meaning of democracy falls. So I think we have to get global support for this situation, that the elections in Bangladesh cannot be exclusive. They cannot be to prevent people from participation. They have to allow all political parties to participate. All the political parties registered with the Election Commission of Bangladesh must be allowed to participate, and then whoever comes to power will be fine.